Fine. Hola, amigos. This is Jeffrey. This is Ripe Color and
Nancy Jean and Nancy Jean's Garden.
and today is the reading for December 12th, and December 12th is the festival of Our Lady of Guadalupe. And so we're going to bring a message from Guadalupe is what we're going to do today, because today is December 12th and it's her day and she's the Virgin of the Americas. My understanding of Guadalupe is the child that is loved can do anything. Take that in. The child that is loved can do anything. And if you want to meditate on her, her color is like a pale pink. So, this is the energy of the Mother Goddess. This is the energy of the Mother Earth Goddess. This is the energy of the loving mother. So the energy, it's a very pale pink. And when you meditate on it, it's as if you're being surrounded by like a pale pink comforter that's a mile thick. Loved, comforted, accepted, nurtured. That's the energy. So we do our daily duo every day, and I read from the tarot and Nancy reads the crystals in the garden. We put them into 5 different categories, which are body, mind, spirit, grounding, and clarity. And so today we're going to have a little message from Guadalupe.
Okay.
Do you have anything to add?
No, except that for this one, we're going to change. Grounding can also mean values.
Okay.
So we're going to change the grounding stone to the values stone, because I
Okay.
think Guadalupe just wants to talk to us about our values.
Okay. And by the way, please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. We both offer personal readings. We both offer physical goods, either gardens and grids, or I'm a textile artist. I also offer IET, which is a healing modality. All the information for all those things is below. Okay. Let's see what Guadalupe has to say. Beautiful. Wow. Listo? That means ready in Spanish.
Okay. I live in Texas. I know a lot of Spanish. I don't speak it.
I practice Spanish every day for all of you that don't know. Okay. For body, we have the lovely, lovely, lovely 6 of Pentacles, which is really about sharing, caring, charity, balance, giving, receiving, being in both ends, being in both ends, giving when you have to give, receiving when someone offers you something. This is really about a profound sense of family, of community, of us, of we, of all, right? That's what that's about. And then for mind, look at this. Look at this. I love this card. This is the card of Leo. This is the card of strength. My understanding of this card, okay, is this is the body. So this is also a card of body and mind, right? So my understanding of this card is here's the lion, which is us in our physical form, right? Strong, determined, ferocious, hungry, powerful. Okay. And here comes the Virgin. Here comes the Immaculate, right? Here comes pure thought, pure love, coming through and ministering in a way to us in our bodies. And it's sometimes when you first look at the card, you say, oh my God, she's prying his mouth open. Actually, he's willingly opening his mouth. He's willingly opening his mouth to allow spirit to guide him. That's my interpretation of this card. And then in terms of spirit, there's going to be lots around to distract and lots, but have no fear, have no worry. It's all going to be fine. You have the high ground. If you stand in spirit and stand in love and stand in comfort and stand in nurturing and stand in understanding and stand in, I love you no matter who you are. then you'll be fine. See what I'm saying? That's the high ground.
Right.
And then in terms of the, what did you say we were switching grounding for?
Values.
Look at this.
Told you. She speaks well.
So she's clear, she's balanced, all will work out exactly the way it's supposed to work out in like from heaven to earth. There's also a tremendous illumination here coming through. It's balanced, right? Beautiful, beautiful. So if there's anything that, oh, well, I don't know how this is going to work out, it's going to work out exactly the way it's supposed to, and it's going to be balanced and fair and clear. And then for clarity, I get the 2. So this is so 2s are all about choices always, but I always feel with this card that this is his past, which was fertile and good and fine, but now it's time to not burn it, leave it there and understand what you got from that and move on to a higher plane and be more expansive, to extend yourself into the world with everything that you have to offer and all your experiences and all your fertility and all your compassion and all your passion, and extend it further, So that's what I'm getting. I'm getting like being led by spirit.
Yes.
And standing on high ground with that, understanding that being all spiritual doesn't mean you're floating around in the sky. It means being here on earth in this body and being as loving and kind and just and compassionate to everyone around you and everyone that you might not necessarily agree with or see eye to eye with. That's what the energy of Guadalupe is. I love you no matter what. I love you, even if you're like a little kid and you came in and I just mopped the floor and you come in with your muddy feet. I love you anyway. Have a cookie. That's the energy. That's what I got.
Well, I'm really close. Her messages to us in this reading is it starts with the values being in the heart. That's where that stone hit. And when it hits in that point, it means she's encouraging us to understand that all that exists around us is not in the physical realm, to draw us more into a spiritual place. And our clarity will come from there's more than one way to express and move in power. So power may not be the way we come in with predefined. Now that goes along with where the mind is. Our mind puts up a lot of false things about those 2 statements. And this says that our mind needs to emerge and grow and change from the position it's in. And that our path forward is really from and that she's actually promising us right now, physical changes are coming to our world that are going to lead us into the physical things we feel and the physical way we act are what are expressing our path forward. So if you understand things are not totally in the physical realm, but we need to understand that and use that energy in this path forward time. Now, this is the spirit, and the spirit's between fire and water, which always means kind of, is it being lit up or is it being damped down? And in this case, the spirit means, for some, when we mention talking about a saint today, their minds close down because they have such a bad impression of the other superstructure that surrounds her. What she's asking you to do is to have the clarity you need and follow more than one path. She is not locked into one path, one institution, one sense. Her sense of learning your own values, growing from them, and finding clarity in your own actions is what she wants you to do, which in your case, she says she's like universal love.
Right.
It's a really, I think the reading ties together with what you said. I lit a candle for her too. I learned about lighting candles in Catholic churches, and while as long as you're if you say a prayer or wish good intentions towards someone and light a candle while the candle's burning, that intention is being sent to the
Right.
to the
Right.
universe. So,
Right.
and Jeffrey had some beautiful candles on his table to her. I think it's a good time to consider the best of what we learn and cast off our prejudices of being limited because of where we think we learned it from.
Right. And I also wanted to say, for me, we were talking a little bit before the video. I grew up in like a fairly conservative in a way, Jewish household. I
Mhm.
went to yeshiva, which is, Jewish religious school. And, but meanwhile, in my apartment, I have Buddha and I have Guadalupe and I have Ganesh and I have Lakshmi and I have all these angels. I have Archangel Michael. For me, it's kind of the way the Hindus see it. It's like they're all aspects of the Godhead. They're
Right.
all aspects of the Godhead. And also, whenever I go to Mexico, and I go to Mexico really frequently, Guadalupe is everywhere. She's everywhere. And so like seeing like they have these altars like attached to trees or lucite boxes with the Guadalupe inside and flowers, et cetera, et cetera. It's almost, it always reminds me, it's like she's watching over you. She loves you. She's with you. And it's the energy really of, because Guadalupe really relates to, she's really the Queen of Heaven. And the Queen of Heaven is really, like they say, Mary's the Queen of Heaven. Venus is kind of the original Queen of Heaven.
Right.
And it's really about that divine feminine love.
Right. And that's where we're moving
No.
into
Right.
in the planets. But I also think having her around looking over people all the time just makes your faith available to you, instead of my faith is in a box in a building over there.
Right.
It's your faith is available inside yourself. Remember, your spirit is always available to you.
Yeah. Yeah. And the other thing I want to say for me, and this is an ideal, I don't always reach my ideal. The ideal is not to worship Guadalupe.
No.
The ideal is to be Guadalupe. That's the ideal. To have that love and nurturing and kindness for all. And so, sometimes it's more challenging to have it for somebody that you don't really like, or somebody that doesn't see things the way you do. And it's like, it doesn't mean I have to invite you over for dinner. It doesn't mean I have to lend you money. It just means that I have to, extend kindness and courtesy and love and
compassion.
Exactly. So
we've
our little message from
we've
Guadalupe.
ended with a great word. So we're going to be done. You
Yes.
ready? Goodbye.
Blessings.
See you tomorrow.